Check out this massive move by Micron Technology following the spectacular earnings report. But where are we headed on the daily, the weekly, the monthly time frame? I will break that down for you in just a moment. But first, this is Micron Technology on the 5-minute time frame. I'm going to give you price targets for Friday. We ended the day at $248.55, up a whopping 10.21%. The company reported $13.64 billion and they were expected to bring in $12.91 billion. So it went off to the races. Now, this is where we are to the north side. One level of resistance and a potential take profit area takes us to 263.44. Above that, 273.29, and down the road, 283.25 to the south side. I will mark out the middle of the trend, which is now 243.73. That is also one level of support, many levels in between 2 and -2 standard deviations. And then below that, this gap closes out at 226.12, which I think we could definitely hit and retrace on Friday. -2 standard deviations takes us to 224.37. This is also one level of support as well as this line. Also a potential buy-in area, stop loss area as well. 214.51 and 204.66 down the road. Looking left, you can see this is a clear area of resistance and the sell-off. Resistance, the sell-off on the way down, that turns into support, continued to fall, bounced off of this line that I drew a while ago, and then we worked our way down to support, and then the earnings report, which happened on Wednesday, and then up to resistance. So I'm going to anticipate consolidation, basing, barcoding, and then obviously going down a little bit, and eventually closing out this gap. It may completely close out on Friday, maybe not, but this gap closed to the upside, 234.11-ish. Now, let me clean this up. It's been a while since I've looked at this. While this appears to have closed, it did not. That took us down in an expected move to 231.31. This one took us down to 225.35. I marked these out for myself. I don't do a video on it, but I track it because I am in this ticker. And this is going to also be a pullback area that will eventually take us down to 208.17. Okay, this gap closed to the downside at 218.45. This one closed to the downside at 207. All right, in an expected move. Yeah, I have tons of these to go through. I won't bore you, but that's the 5-minute time frame. And that one looks like it closed. Let's flip over to the daily. Okay, ignore all these horizontal lines. Let me first start with where we are on the daily. The RSI has room to move without being overextended. So back up to this level will take us to 257.53, but we wicked all the way up to 263.65 and then pulled back. And we almost hit the 52-week high. But the next leg up after that will be 289 and then beyond. But I'll just only call out the 289 and then that gap I was telling you about. And then we have other landmines to the south side. Did this one close? I don't think so. Okay, that's going to retrace. Oh gosh. To this level. What about this one? Did this one close? I have to go back. I'll clean that up later, but this for sure is still in play, as well as this one. And this one, oops, many, many landfills to the south side, but I'm just taking it one landmine at a time, one retracement. Now, according to the analysts, the 1-year price target is now 312.63, which represents another healthy 25.78% return. So 312 and then $500. But you know what? We're going to shake out a lot of people during the retracement to get to that level. There's no way that's going to come easy. But $312 takes us to 4 standard deviations out. So 312 is about right there. And why couldn't we go to this level? We can, just down the road. Okay, that's the daily. Oh, one other thing. Let's take a look at this. So, this was an old target that I wrote out on Monday. Well, I wrote this June 18th at 240. I should change that to white because now I change my targets to white to keep it all consistent. But I drew that in 2024. Okay, and I own this ticker at 81.51. So, where is 81? Let's just clean this up. 81.51. And we're at that's too bad, we're not 268, 248.55. I'm up 204%. And I really want to sell, but I'm not going to because I don't want to take the taxes in this year. I cannot do it this year. In 2026, I could, but really, I would love to cash out. I don't need to be in this. I own so many tickers that have run so much. I would love to sell it, but I can't. So I'm hoping, fingers crossed, that this continues to run in January. And Trade Marat and I were tracking it at what, 120.89. So I've done charts at this in 2021 at 67.26. God, I cannot believe that. Oh, where did the time go? Let's see. Oh, I bought some and traded some a long time ago. Okay, let's take a look at different price points I traded it. Okay, so that's the daily. The weekly is going down. Oh no, we went down and now we're up. Okay, but we are at a critical point. You can expect a pullback on the weekly, and then the monthly is going to definitely roll over. And that's why part of me wants to hit another 52-week high and just get the heck out. Take my money and run. What do you think? Let me know. Okay, let's do back to the 5. Option R. Okay, now the last one I want to go over is Marathon. We're down at 167.13, down 3.66%. It's been a long time since I looked at this one. 168.11. $169.58, 170.97, and another take profit area, 172.46. The middle of the trend now is, that's the wrong shade. There we go. Oops, and that should be purplicious. All right, another level of support besides the 166.78, 164, 162.59, and 161.08 for your pullback. And where have we been? Oh, we've got a gap that will take us to 191.28. That's nice. But that's going to take a while to get you there. Let's just do that. Okay, now let's flip this over to the daily. right, and to the south side, your pullback is going to be 152.36. Oh, look at this. Yeah, it's been a long time. Look at this move from here to here. From 155.79 to this move. Oops, my magnet's on, so it gets wonky. It was a 41% return. Nice. All right, this is the daily. The RSI. I like that. The 52-week low. Oh, I don't like that because we're not even close to it. 115.10, 202.30. The 1-year price target is 204.71, and that is a 21% return. Very nice. Okay, this is your clear buy signal, your clear sell signal. Price has to slice through this middle to get to the upside or to the downside. This is the resting place, and then a potential take profit area as well. RSI going down on the monthly, the daily. Where are we on the weekly? And this is a nice area here. Was 16 bucks. If only we had a crystal ball. All right, and this is what we look like on the monthly. In April of 23, I tracked it at 128. Then I went to 109. Oh, excuse me. I need to go get water. And I need to do my laundry. So let's look at SPY really quick. Ooh, we are at resistance and we are cracking. So watch out for that. Watch out for the rug pull on the monthly. On the weekly, going down. So we are still selling off here. And on the daily, going up. So you're going to get different buy and sell signals. But on the daily, where are we? Your window to the north side will be 722-ish. And to the south side, 667.40. But what I really like to look at is roughly the 5-minute time frame. Okay, and let me just give you some price targets really quick. I gotta go. 680.40. I should just call it there and be done. But down the road, 682.41 and 684.82. Okay, your baseline, support, stop loss 670.61. 66824 and 66589. And then we have this landmine for your retracement, because there's always a pullback there. And then look, we're in a downward channel on the 5, and this was the expected move for your pullback, and then we ran up and then we went down another leg. So that's done. So congrats if you went short when I talked about that. And that one closed. So we also have this one for a pullback in 2026. So weird to say that. Oh, all these gaps closed to the upside. All right, I think I cleaned this up pretty well. And that does it for me. Congrats if you made some money off of Micron Technology. That is a look at MPC Corporation, duh, and then SPY. Have a great Friday, and let me know if there's a ticker you'd like me to go over.